Hello, my name is Melanie Whelan. I'm an illustrator and writer at the Custom House Studios in Westport, County Mayo. Firstly, I would like to thank the Linenhall Arts Centre in Castlebar for inviting me to be a part of this project. So over the next 4 weeks, I hope you'll join me. We're going to learn how to make a comic. So this is week 1, so we're going to focus on creating a character that we can then write about in the next 3 weeks. Some of you might be wondering, what exactly is a comic? Well, a comic is just a series of sequential images. That just means a series of pictures that are meant to be read one after the other. It's as simple as that. There are many different types of comic books in the world and many different types of artists, and I'm going to show you some examples now. First up is Tintin. This is from Tintin in Tibet by Hergé. Tintin is a colourful part of many people's childhoods. You don't have to use colour. This black and white illustration is from King Cat Comics by John Porcellino. Or you could create something really ornate like this gouache painting by Brecht Evans. Or you could find inspiration in your own life, like I did when I created this autobiographical comic about Neffin. As you can see, there's loads of different comics and loads of different styles, but we're just going to have a bit of fun today and see where our imagination takes us. One of the great things about comics is they're really cheap and easy to make. So all you need for this week's lesson is some white paper and a pen or a pencil. So get your tools ready because we're going to do some quick sketching. So the quick sketching just helps to focus our mind and to also give our hands a little bit of a workout before we begin designing our proper character. So get your tools ready. A word is going to pop onto the screen, and when it does, you have 30 seconds to draw whatever comes into your mind. So let's begin. So I hope the ideas are flowing after our quick sketch session, but now it's time to begin creating our final character. So I'd like you to join me in playing a game. First, write down a number between 1 and 8, then another number between 1 and 8, and then another number between 1 and 8. So in a moment, some descriptive words are going to flash onto your screen. And the first number corresponds to the first column, the second number to the second column, and the third number to the third column. So if you join the bits of sentences together, you'll get a descriptive sentence that you can use to create your character. So let's go. So when I did this earlier, I wrote down some numbers and I matched them up, and I got an enormous fairy who lives underwater. So that's what I'm going to work with today. Now my sentence read, an enormous fairy who lives under the water. So the first thing I decided to do was take a page and just fill it with some really quick sketch ideas. Now that I've sketched out my ideas, I'm going to take a clean piece of paper and I'm going to draw my final character design. I'm going to draw an enormous fairy who lives in the sea, and I'm going to draw a front view, a side view and a back view. And I'm also going to draw my fairy swimming because he lives under the water. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I hope you'll join me. So what came to mind straight away when I worked out that I had the sentence, an enormous fairy under the sea, this made me immediately think of Irish mythology and how in ancient mythology fairies were often said to live under the sea. So that made me think of stories where the fairies are quite nasty. They're often trying to lure sailors to their deaths out at the sea, or causing mischief for the people on land. So I definitely think my fairy's going to be up to some tricks if he can get away with it. He's kind of banished to live under the sea. He used to be a proper fairy with wings and everything and live on land, but he got banished, and that's why he has a kind of broken wand. He's kind of holding on to his past, but it doesn't really do anything. He doesn't really have any magic left. So we'll see what he gets up to in further adventures.
Fara J. Loon, Ross Couple J. March, Staggering Cade in the Warris Tree Law, Tom J. Wheeleg Latran and Tail, Ach Tossigan Potter a Cowler Reel. Is most fader lumbe me on, Ni Hostofer me Nostgar me on Lam, Bay me a Grogger Neil Mal's good drum. Harlem store on joke to lum, Clush and good air to nach agam no.
So there we go. My character sheet is complete. I've drawn my character from the front, from the back, from the side, and also a little sketch of him swimming. So I'm just going to put this aside till next week. Next week we are going to draw a whole world for our character. We are going to give the character some food to eat, a home to live in, a best friend, and draw a map of his world. So I really hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much to the Linenhall for creating this opportunity. Thank you very much to the Bonnie Men for the inspiring music. It was great. And thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you here next week. Bye!